Well, let me say this. Dan Bilzerian. I may be attracted to the things that he's saying. However, I am also aware that amongst the elite, there is a particular group called the Jesuits who strategically they put out two sides of opposing conversations and narratives and arguments at the same time. This is their strategy, right? So they initiate people, and then they'll have people on one side of an argument, and then they initiate people and they purposely say, yeah, now you go out and you argue against them. Here's the thing. I've oversimplified exactly how they do it. And I don't want you to think that the person knowingly does it, knowing like, oh, I'm going against. No, that's a lot of times I don't think that's how it is. I don't think they know they're just going purposely against this. But when they're given an assignment and an agenda, and hey, you have to, this is what we want you to do. We want you to talk on these points. So one person may not even know, that person's also down with us, but they're saying the opposite thing that I'm saying. Yeah. It is complete chaos to us, but to them, they're bringing order in a way that is not transparent. And you can sit around and try to figure that out. A lot of times, I don't speak on topics, not because I haven't seen the topic. I don't speak on the topic because I don't want to contribute to the chaos that they're causing, right? And then now I'm wrapped up in who's the better villain, even if they don't seem like a villain at the time, right? Because we fell for this already with Trump. He wanted to drain the swamp. Trump said everything that he knew people wanted to hear because we were honestly hurt and we felt sabotaged, because we were sabotaged. We were being targeted as a species on this planet and still are. So now that the cat is out the bag, you got to think these think tanks, they're paid millions to think, and now artificial intelligence is involved. Please. So you have to really use your logic and reason. So when it comes to Dan Bilzerian, maybe he's just saying what I want to hear, right? And then maybe they take those names. I don't know. But he's saying that if he became president, he's cutting off aid to Israel. Do you think it's that easy? Do you think you would become president and you really think it's that easy to just cut off aid? As much aid as Israel is given to most, I would say in the 90th percentile of the congressional and House of Representative members. You think it's going to be that easy? RFK thought it was going to be easy to go up against the pharmaceutical mafia, and he found out wrong. It wasn't that easy to go up against these people. They're not gonna, just because you start saying things that are shocking on the internet, that's not going to make them react. So you're pretty safe right now, because first of all, if you were president, you're not even, these are hypothetical questions, and you're nowhere close to being president. You're nowhere close to being anything except a social media correspondent who contributes to the chaos, because You're gonna have your Nick Fuenteses who are out here trolling people. He's a master troll, right? He has learned how if people copy him, he'll just go in another direction for no reason at all and spin it. I just watched him. After all that talk about the Jews, he's out here spinning it now and defending them. Saying, oh, it's just, people love it's the Jews. They don't know anything. No, I think a lot of people know a lot now. We living in the age where people don't discredit them because they're not going and elaborating into greater detail. So I think it's like Kim Iverson said, everyone is calling everyone else a Fed. And whether they're with some type of department agency or not, at the end of the day, unless you have a real plan, I like what Jink from the Young Turks is pushing. He's out here, he's saying, yo, check this out. Not another dollar for Israel. So, but here's the thing also, is you don't know till you try sometimes. So I guess you got to trust somebody again. But what Trump did was like diabolical. Almost everything he said, he did the opposite. And he said everything that we wanted to hear. So, who's to say that this Dan Bilzerian is not going to do the same? Yeah, you have all the makings that could be, you have all the attributes, the trusting attributes, right? You were in the service. You're a guy's guy. So it's kind of like they made you in the factory somewhere and then they sent you out as a 3.0 or something like that. And I do believe they have a 4.0 or 5.0. They just have people ready. All right, you're up, kid. Slap you in the ass and you get in there and let's fake them out. Right? They have to, at the end of the day, they have to keep the American people busy until the 2030 agenda is met. And they're meeting their milestones along the way. So I need us to stay focused. And don't invest anything, don't invest too much emotionally in these conversations, right? I'll try my best to, I hate to be doing these videos out here, but sometimes as I'm seeing things, I say I gotta get involved. I gotta say something. Congressman Fine is actually Jewish, so I wouldn't expect him to do anything else but people are making comments as if Fine is supposed to do something that, right? A tiger is going to do what a tiger does. A zebra is going to do what a zebra does. A turtle is going to do what a turtle does. And he's going to do what he does. Him going against his people, that don't make sense. So why would we expect anything different from that, right? But it is disproportionate, the attention and the allocation of finances that is going to them. And at that point, we do need good representation for people who are not part of that group. That it's too disproportionate. And anytime anybody brings that up, all we get is that we are the ones attacking them. My name is Jamel Saladin. This is Society. Past, present, and future. Hit the like button. Do subscribe. Peace out.